Here today on St. George Island in Florida, the southern edge of Apalachicola Bay, which is what's behind me here, and just taking a stroll through this wonderful protected area that the citizens have created to basically enhance their own quality of life and also provide habitat for many creatures who used to live here. You know, in protected lands, there really take a lot of different forms and fashions. This one here is simply managed just to be natural. No development. It's a couple miles long. How many places on the Gulf Coast has protected several miles of its shoreline in a natural state just because they wanted to? This is just some really cool place stuff. This is a really cool idea. Up in one of those trees that I'm walking towards, there's a giant bald eagle nest, and the eagle flew off as I rolled up there. And I mean, again, they don't hang out in your backyard. They like their privacy and they like their space. They're not robins, they're not mockingbirds. So the only way you're going to have bald eagles is if you're protecting habitat like this. About maybe an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, I saw a pair of dolphins come in here and chase mullet right up to the banks. And it was quite impressive. I was too far away to get a video of it, but it was unreal to watch that. And that's probably something that they've been doing here for millennia, but would be unable to do if what this shoreline was a series of houses and docks and boardwalks. So protected lands are just so special, and especially when they're rare in a place like this. Not a bass, but still awfully fun. Spotted sea trout out of Apalachicola Bay, biting the same exact lure I would throw to shoal bass, which is pretty fun. Catching it out of the same boat I would be fishing with in a shoal bass, my 14 or 12-foot canoe. These are actually not trout, obviously. These are in the weak fish family. They're called trout, obviously, because they look like them. But a lot of you, I'm sure, have probably come down here and done this. If you haven't, you really should try. It's pretty fun. And they're super tasty. But this guy's heading back. Try to catch bigger ones. I had to search the world over to find trout within 100 feet from where I parked the car, of course. Second one in as many casts. Certainly not a monster, but hey, we'll take them. Anything that bites is always a good thing. So, it's inevitable. Further proof that a jerkbait will catch literally anything. These guys have been following in every lure I've ever cast, but of course, what do they strike and get caught on? The jerkbait. This is a pinfish. Probably a lot of you heard of them, probably know more about them than I do, to be honest with you. They're very common in the Gulf of Mexico. They're one of the primary forage fish, honestly, for a lot of these fish that we fish for. They're a pretty little guy, though, and if you wonder why are they called pinfish, because they sure don't look like a pin, it's because every fin that they have can get you one way or another. So they're basically like a pin cushion with fins that are also pin cushions, therefore pinfish. But like I said, they're actually an attractive little fish, and they obviously are very hungry. All right, dude, back at it. Another trout on jerkbait. These are certainly not big, but they're still fun. They hit really hard. The fight's not quite exactly a shoal bass, but still, they do strike really hard. They pop that thing just like a bass would. It's pretty fun.